Thank you for tuning in to Tea Time with Sugar. Today we have a special guest, one of my close friends,
Hi,
Pretty Lyon, in the building.
Hey guys, what's up? Hey Sugar.
Chilling like a villain, like always.
You already.
Well, I'm glad that you made it here. We've been anticipating your visit for a very long time.
Yeah.
So for my audience and people who don't know who Pretty Lyon is, tell them about yourself.
Okay, my name is Pretty Lyon. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I'm a recording artist slash host slash model slash actress. Whatever you want me to be, I probably can figure out how to do it. Slash. Yeah, I've been performing since I was young, doing ballet, modern, jazz, hip hop, African. So my mom kind of molded me to be like a full, all around artist. So it's pretty much what I do, and this is how I live my everyday life. And it's a hustle and a grind, but I love it.
That's dope. Where are you from?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn
all
in the building,
day,
y'all.
all day. I already know. But I currently reside in Patterson. Patterson shows me so much freaking love, like thanks to that. So shout out to Patterson as well.
Right. Big up to Patterson. You already know what it is.
Right.
Just radio 91.7 like that.
Right. Shout out.
No, so what got you started besides your mother? What gave you that extra drive to start music?
Okay, so remember I said I'm a dancer. So I was in college. I injured my knee, like really, really, really bad. I used to dance in a band. And what happened was, like, I've always been into music, and I'm like, I have to do something. Like, dance was my original way of expressing myself. But from injuring myself, I kind of had to stop. So, me and my best friend at the time, we created this rap duo. Mm-hmm. And from there, we just kind of took it. I called my dad. I'm like, Dad, because my dad has always been into music. I guess it's just like in the family. Mm-hmm. Called him. I'm like, Dad, I want to rap. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right, let's do it. And from there, and it's just been like a nonstop hustle and just.
What was the name of the duo?
It was called Double Trouble. It was literally my real name. Well, my real name starts with an A, but everybody called me Dama. It's started with a D, so it was like DT. Hers started with a T. You know what I mean? So we kind of did it like that, and
that's dope.
Did the DT Double Trouble. It kind of just worked.
Okay, so what separated the group?
We both had different interests. I've known her since I was young as well, and she was into dance as well, and she kind of decided at the time, she's like, I want to focus more on dance, and I'm like, okay, cool. And I felt like, I kind of got really good at rapping. At first, my mom's like, you need to practice more.
Practice does make perfect.
Thanks for being honest, mommy. Thank you. But she saw the potential, and so did my dad. And, I've always had, like, a great support system. So
okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, so she went and did her thing. I stayed with the music, and it's been working out pretty well.
So where would you say your music career is at right now?
I'm like stuck between underground and mainstream. It's a very, very weird place to be, because when you're new and you're fresh, your ideas are fresh. You have nobody tainting your ideas. You have no one saying it's supposed to be like this. You're supposed to be like that. And I'm kind of in a space where it's a lot of business. It's a lot of trying to get over a hump. It's stressful, honestly. It's just a lot of reminding myself why I do music, because the industry itself can make you really feel like, all right, never mind, I don't want to do this. But when you know it's your passion, then you kind of stick it out and thug it out. Right.
So what are some of the struggles that you go through now?
Being a female rapper, like that, me being a girl and having female body parts, I guess that matters. It makes a difference. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, I do the same thing you do. Why am I treated different? Why am I approached differently? And I always heard stories about it, you know what I mean? Like growing up, about how women in general are treated in the industry, no matter your position. And I never experienced it until I got into it myself, and it's just like, yeah, you know what I mean? It's either somebody they won't do something for you unless you do something for them sexually, and it's like,
it's whack.
It is. It's just like, listen, I came here to do business. You think you're going to a meeting for something, and then all of a sudden the guy's trying to come on to you, and you're
absolutely
like I didn't really come here for that. You know what I mean? It's not that type of thing. And then the whole female against female thing.
Okay.
I hate that.
Yeah, I really have a problem with the whole competition thing too. I think that if we were more focused on what we do best instead of what the other person do best, then we'll work out way better.
I was gonna say a lot of us will be a lot more successful.
Absolutely.
Social media doesn't make it any better. It's just like a lot now. And my parents were fairly young when they had me, so growing up, I listened to a lot of the music at the time, what was popular then, Lil' Kim, Biggie, Jay-Z, the whole DMX, whatever. And then it was like I saw all these female rappers, Missy, Left Eye, Kim, Foxy,
Queen Latifah,
right, the body, like you can literally keep going, like literally, you literally can keep going, and it's just one of those things. It's like, in my mind, I'm like, ooh, okay, I do music now. It's about to be girl power, girl unity, but
they're looking at you like competition.
Yeah,
that's in every industry involving the media. Period. I feel like that's in every aspect. It's always a competition thing, and I wish that it would just stop. Like, especially in hip hop culture, I feel like there's so much talent, and good talent always gets knocked down because of this competition feud thing. So when I see females coming together, that does something to me.
Right,
that positive
it's very
vibe.
rare. Like, it's very, very rare. And I try to do it, but you always, like, I'm big on energy. So when I feel the energy, it's kind of like, like, I'm not going to press the issue. If you're not wholeheartedly, genuinely into working with me as another female artist, or like yourself a host, or, you know what I mean? Then it's kind of pointless. It defeats the purpose of what we're trying to portray to the media, and pretty much what we're doing for ourselves, like just supporting and uplifting one another. Right,
and that's the biggest thing. We have to uplift that. How we're supposed to motivate others to come out and do their thing if we're so busy kicking each other down? It doesn't make no sense.
It's hard. It's terrible. Like, I find myself having to really remind myself, like, it's not a competition. Like, your journey is your journey. You're gonna make it to your destination when you're supposed to make it to your destination. Right. And it's just like, it's never been a confidence thing with me, so it's kind of beating me up now. It's just like, I've never had this problem. Like, why now?
Because you're blowing up, girl. For real, I really admire your creativity, and because you have such a unique voice. You don't sound like anyone else, and that's one reason why I'm always like yelling out "Pretty Lion, Pretty Game."
Yes, since I met you, I was like, we had that vibe. Yes. Like, remember, right outside the Art Factory, I'm like, yes, I like her. She's dope.
Pretty Gang, shout out to Pretty Gang
all day. You already know.
Right, so. As a new artist, you said you've been through a lot of struggles. What are some of the positives of you being a new artist, if you will?
Being not being kind of boxed in. Like, I still have a lot of creativity, so it's kind of like, because I don't have I don't want to say a sound, because I feel like I do have a sound, but because I don't have a set image, like, too many people don't know me, I can kind of switch it up when I want to.
Right.
I can just be as creative as I want, and I noticed that a lot of artists, once they get to a certain level, their creativity kind of changes, and it's like kind of very bland. And
they get comfortable.
Exactly. Right. And it's like, here I'm hungry as hell. It's like, I need to go hard. I need to know what to do. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, I have this creativity, I'm going to use it. And then just being able to meet new people. And I know you do that when you make it as a celebrity, but I feel like when you're indie and underground, it's more of a personal connection, because you want them to get to know you, and you always want to come across positive and nice and friendly, even though you could tell when people are being fake.
Right, pretty much. All the time.
Yeah.
Yes. So who are some of the artists that you've worked with since you've been in the industry?
I've worked with Remo the Hitmaker. You ever heard of him? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's my longtime friend. It's crazy, but I've worked with him. We have a new single out. It's called How I See It.
Dope.
I've worked with this dope rapper. He's like my bro. His name's King Karma from Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. Super, super, super dope. You have to check him out.
Okay.
Like, he's like a young Jay-Z, and it's not on purpose. Like, it's just like a natural.
That's just naturally who he is.
Nice. That's like that. Dope.
I would definitely check him out.
Yeah. I have a new single that's about to drop with Chris Rivers.
Mm-hmm. What's it called?
Stay Out My Effing Lane.
Okay, Stay Out My Effing Lane. Coming up.
I just got the flyer yesterday. The cover art for it is pretty dope. Who else? Shay Miata. She's a singer from Patterson. We have a dope song. It's like a girl anthem.
Okay.
It's called Boss B.
All right.
Like
Boss B.
Boss B.
But it's the radio addict.
Of course. Yeah, it's just one of those things where I collaborate with artists, especially if I think you're dope. A lot of artists reach out to me. Mm-hmm. I'm very open. Like, you know me, I'm chill.
Right.
Like, I'm so down to earth, and that's just naturally how I am. And Who else? I've worked with so many artists at this point.
That's dope. So you're well plugged in and connected.
Yeah.
So another question now, a big question that I have for you, because you're an artist and I know you're busy all the time with studio sessions, work, and everything else.
Yeah.
How do you juggle your personal life with your music life?
Oh, girl. Oh, my God. It's hard. It's so hard. And when people, I don't even think people understand. Like, I go to work from freaking 8:30 to 5 p.m., 5:30, depending on, how work is. From there, most times, I either have a video shoot, a photo shoot, a radio interview. I have a project to finish, something. It's literally always something. So I'm always running. My mom sees me. She's like, you look tired. I'm like, I am. She's like, you need to take a break. I'm like, I can't.
Right. I mean, when it's your passion, it's kind of hard to take a break.
It is. I told my social media that I was gonna go away for a few days.
I seen that. You didn't. She didn't.
I didn't. I came right back like, hey guys, check this out.
That's dope though. So if you had any advice for anyone else just coming up into the industry, because you've been doing this for a few years now, if you had anyone who is just starting out, any advice, what would you give them? I
would tell them to be consistent. Be honest and true with yourself. Don't let, because social media is so popular, do not let what you see on social media be what you feel like you need to be, because most of it is fake. Right. A lot of it is what I try to explain to people, you're seeing people's highlights on social media. Mm-hmm. You're not seeing they're not gonna, most of the time, I'm not gonna post a picture with me looking busted. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I'm showing you my highlights of what I do. So I would just say, stay true to yourself and always remember that your journey is your journey. I said this, a little while ago, but that's like very important to me to know in your mind, like God has me, like have faith in what you're doing, and you have this talent and this passion for a reason. It's not for nothing. Like you're supposed to share it. You're supposed to get it out there. Mm-hmm. So be yourself. But be yourself, right? That's the point. That's why we're all individuals.
Originality is key, people.
Right?
Okay,
it's crazy. And I just would tell them, just go hard. Don't let anybody deter you from what you really want to do. Unless you honestly, genuinely feel in your heart, I don't want to do this anymore. Don't stop. Don't quit. Consistency is everything. Like they say it all the time. Consistency beats talent. Hard work beats talent any day. Right. And I used to take offense to it because I feel like my mom spent all this money for training and I have like this natural gift. But it's like, no, if you sit your behind down and you don't do anything with it, then you're not, you probably won't get too far. You're wasting it. Right, and you're wasting what you've been blessed with. And so, I would just tell them, keep going. Keep striving. Know that your destination is yours. That's dope. So now let's talk about your new projects and what you got going on right now. Yes. Okay, so I have a new project that I'm working on. It hasn't been completed. It's still in, like, the beginning phases. It's going to be called #Sweatpants Hair Tied. Okay. Right. So the theme of it, I kind of, like you said, I'm very creative. So I'm very, like, in my head, like, with everything. Like, it's like, I have to get it. It needs to make sense. It needs to have some type of thought behind it. Every time you hear most songs, it's like a turn up. I got to beat my face. I got to put my freakum dress on and go out and turn up. No, I want this to be a vibe from top to bottom. I want it to be one of those things where any girl could listen to it and feel like she could roll out her bed with her scarf on. She cleaning up the house on a Saturday, singing my songs, vibing out. And that's the type of feel that I want, whether I'm talking about real stuff, whether it's just like get your twerk on or, just anything like that. That's pretty much the goal that I'm going for. So it's my baby right now. That's what I'm working on. I have a new video that's going to release, I want to say sometime next month. We just shot it last week. Yeah, I seen it on Instagram. You were shooting your so dope little clip. Girl, I wanted to be in that video so bad. I was like, let me text her. No, wait, sugar, calm down. Because I've been doing that to a lot. I've been appearing in everyone's video clips every now and then. Do it. I just, honestly, it just happens because I'm a video chicken head. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I know you're having a video shoot, I'm most 9 times out of 10, I'm coming. I'm coming. I just want 2 seconds. No, of course. I do have a lot of other stuff that I'm definitely going to hit you for because I love to have my baddies on deck. Yeah. Pretty gang all day. So that video is going to release soon. It's called On Tilt. Everything on Tilt. It was so fun to shoot it. I had my dancers. We went up in Bear Mountain in the woods to like this big house, and it's pretty dope. So that's releasing. Like I said, on June 8th, Chris Rivers and myself, we have a song releasing. I just did a song with Suicide Talk.
Okay.
Boss Mop. We just did a song. It's called He Got It.
That's dope.
So dope.
So y'all know what that means. That means Pretty Lyon is coming back for another interview, y'all.
You know it because I got some new music.
Hey. So tell the people how they can get in contact with you and where they can find your music.
Okay, you can find me on any social media outlet, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, what's the other one? Snapchat, all of that. Literally, it's all the same thing at I am Pretty Lyon, IAMPrettyLYON. It's pretty much the same for my music. You can go to SoundCloud /pretty-lyon. I'm sorry. YouTube, same thing, Pretty Lyon. You can Google Pretty Lyon. I try to keep it as simple as possible so you guys can find me very easy.
Okay, and then you have it, Pretty Lyon, people, in the building right here on Gems Radio 91.7.